As life expectancy in the US increases, more and more people are being diagnosed with chronic diseases such as heart disease, cancer, stroke, arthritis, and cognitive decline. Alzheimer's disease, first described over 100 years ago, is the slow loss of brain function that affects memory, language, and problem solving. It is estimated that there are currently 5.5 million Americans with Alzheimer's disease, and this number is expected to grow to 13.8 million by 2050. While research has focused on treating a single cause of Alzheimer's disease, to date there is no medical cure or single effective treatment, suggesting that there likely isn't just one cause or one solution. Instead, emerging research has shown that cognitive decline is linked to a variety of factors, including genetics, inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, cardiovascular disease, poor blood sugar control, and hormonal imbalances. Increasing evidence supports dietary and other lifestyle changes as the most effective way to prevent, slow, or even reverse cognitive decline. In a groundbreaking paper out of the Buck Institute for Research on Aging in 2014, dietary and other lifestyle changes to promote cognitive health were addressed in 10 patients. The program was found to be effective in improving the cognition of 9 of the 10 patients with mild cognitive impairment or early Alzheimer's disease, and ineffective in the 1 patient with advanced memory loss or Alzheimer's disease. Another landmark study called the Finnish Geriatric Intervention Study to Prevent Cognitive Impairment and Disability, or FINGER for short, evaluated whether both individual and group nutritional counseling, exercise including aerobic strength and balance training, a computer-based cognitive training program, and a management of blood pressure, weight, blood sugar, cholesterol, and other modifiable risk factors impacted Alzheimer's disease risk in over 1,000 adults. The results demonstrated significant improvements over the standard nutritional, physical activity, and cognitive activity practices common among people in this age group. The FINGER study is now being replicated across the globe. In addition, numerous other studies have confirmed the benefits of lifestyle interventions on cognitive health, including dietary changes, nutritional supplementation, increased physical activity, stress management, adequate sleep, cognitive training, and social engagement. Our scientific team has reviewed the research on the factors that impact Alzheimer's risk and cognitive health to develop a comprehensive evaluation of the genetic, metabolic, and lifestyle risk factors which are used to provide your personalized program of interventions that promote brain optimal function. We regularly reevaluate the cutting-edge scientific breakthroughs and adjust our interventions as appropriate, providing you with access to the most up-to-date science on cognitive health. Your genetic evaluation includes testing for the ApoE gene, which is the strongest known predictor of Alzheimer's disease. Each person has 2 copies of the ApoE gene, 1 from each parent. The copies can be either ApoE2, ApoE3, or ApoE4. Our distant ancestors primarily had the ApoE4 genes. The ApoE4 gene is known to cause inflammation and may have promoted better healing from injuries sustained from hunting and gathering activities. As humans have lived longer and under more sanitary conditions, the ApoE4 gene has been linked to chronic inflammation and chronic disease later in life, including Alzheimer's disease. In fact, people with 1 copy of ApoE4 have a 45% increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, and people with 2 copies have a 50 to 80% increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease when compared to people who have ApoE2 or ApoE3 versions of the gene. However, even though there may be a genetic predisposition for Alzheimer's disease, there is good evidence that lifestyle factors play a strong role in maintaining cognitive health as you age. In addition to genetics, an extensive laboratory panel is used to evaluate a number of metabolic factors and nutrient levels associated with cognitive health. As your physician will discuss with you, target laboratory levels for your program may be different than standard laboratory ranges, as the goal is to reach optimized levels for cognitive health. Your laboratory analysis includes an evaluation of blood sugar control, because high blood glucose and insulin levels appear to increase the risk for Alzheimer's disease. Also, diets high in carbohydrates raise blood glucose and insulin levels, leading to inflammation and cognitive decline. Next, elevated homocysteine levels may be associated with increased risk for Alzheimer's disease and cardiovascular disease. Homocysteine is formed during the breakdown of protein. B vitamins, including vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and folate, are needed to keep homocysteine levels low. Also, chronic inflammation, which is the long-term activation of your immune system, may increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Eating a processed diet, being overweight, or having high levels of physical or emotional stress may cause chronic inflammation. A number of vitamins and minerals play a role in cognitive health also. For example, vitamin B12 and folate are needed to keep homocysteine low. Vitamin D status is associated with decreased cognitive function and a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. Selenium may be protective to your brain and cognition. Magnesium is involved in keeping your blood glucose levels and inflammation low, and inadequate magnesium intake is associated with cognitive decline. Imbalances in copper and zinc levels are also associated with cognitive decline. Overall, optimizing your vitamin and mineral status with dietary interventions and nutritional supplementation is essential for your cognitive health. Finally, inadequate thyroid function is also associated with cognitive decline. The earlier that you can identify any potential causes for your cognitive decline, then the earlier you can take steps to correct them and preserve your own cognitive health. Working together with your physician, dietitian, and coach, you will discuss personalized medical and lifestyle interventions. Additionally, through our educational program of videos, activities, and summaries, you will learn how diet, exercise, sleep, stress, learning, and social engagement all play a role in your cognitive health.